Hi, let's continue our discussion on the startup businesses. What we are trying to achieve in this video is to convert an idea into a profitable business. And to convert this idea, the first step is to validate the idea itself, whether it's a proper business or not, it's a commercial business or not. And then we talk about how to make a business plan. And after that, next step was to ensure that we have a proper commercial strategy and especially focus on the first customers, your first batch of customer, who they will be. Once we have this ready, the next step will be to plan for your product development, how you will develop the product. If any one of you missed my previous videos, I strongly suggest to subscribe the channel and look at my previous videos. This is my job. I convert ideas into businesses. So I take a startup, validate the idea, and eventually establish the whole business for the promoters and hand over to them once it is up and running. So whatever I'm giving the details here, they are not just theory and that's coming from the book or other video links. They are my practical experiences involved into that. So please, you are welcome to watch video and don't forget to subscribe also so that you can keep on getting the new videos. In this video, we are talking about how to develop the products and services. You can call it like as an operation. The first thing that you need to see is to make sure that where you get your raw material, where you get the other components, where you get the packaging, from where, and how much it will cost, how much lead time it will be. I mean, how much time it takes to get this product from order to delivery at your doorsteps, how the product will be delivered to the customers. Consider supply chain issues into this, packaging, where you will do, and focus on the first customers. Because in the commercial strategy, we talk about that focus on your first batch, then where it will go, who will be your first customers, and then plan accordingly, because that is important to get your first customer satisfied. This will lead your subsequent customer share and your further product development. Your success relies on the first batch goes in the market. It should not stay on the shelf for a long time. So similarly, when you design your product, your focus will be that you need to deliver these to your first customers. So make sure your product fulfills the objective. And planning is necessary because when you eventually go for the manufacturer or looking for the material, you will, if you don't have the concrete idea about your product, you will get lost. There is a possibility in the process. So make sure that you have everything ready, and especially in the first batch, I suggest you get it done externally. Don't try to do everything within your own factory or the location where you have. It's important because if you want to do it all by yourself, then you may have more cost and you will go in a long trial and error process. So to control this trial and error, go to the manufacturer who can make it for you. If not the whole thing, but at least the main part of it. That is complicated and that is the soul of it. Then the other component you can order yourself, bring in and assemble. Assembly you can do it, packaging you can do it, delivery you can manage it. But try not to experiment on the main component. Get it done externally. So, and to do this, to go to the manufacturer of this company, you need to know exactly what you want. So make sure that you have the product design with you. Sketch it, make a sketch on the paper of how your product should look like, what are the components, make a list of components, raw material, how it will look like when the finished project, how you package, etc. Make sure that everything is documented so you don't get lost in between. You know what you're talking about, because when you go to the manufacturer to develop, they will give you different advices. Get it done. Some advices are good, but some advices are because of their own comfort zone. If you keep on listening to them, then you will have a product which is already available in the market, but not your product. So your product has a concept, has a thought process, and an idea behind it. That is making it different from the rest of the competition. So stick to your thing, and don't compromise too much. And before you actually order the whole thing, get a prototype done for you. If you are doing yourself, make sure that you have a prototype. If you are asking for the manufacturer, they usually make a sample for you. So take advantage of it, have a prototype ready, because once you have a prototype ready, you will understand the issues in that, and then you get resolve it. Always remember that your customers may go for good looking products, so you can have a nicely packaged product, look good, etc. But that is mostly marketing purposes. It can attract customer, but it cannot retain it if the product failed to function as it was supposed to be. So you're giving a product to the customer, they are buying it for functionality and not for the looks. Right? So make sure that the product is functional as it is supposed to be. It serves the purpose. If it doesn't, it is bound to fail eventually. And one more important thing is that you need to figure out how many members of your team will be involved into this process. Because product development is not one role's job. There are many people can get involved into this. If it is not only the startup, but also the established businesses have many departments involved into the product development. For example, engineering, the designing, the manufacturing, product marketing people, finance also get involved into this. Material management is also involved. So all these components, all these functions, all these roles have to have their input into the product development, and it's an essential part to process, define, design, build, test, deliver, and they should be part of it. And it has to be like that. Another item that I can tell you, that once you have the prototype ready, maybe you will not like in the beginning. Product development can get complicated at any stage, easily. So it is important to take some time, plan before you actually even go for prototype. So your planning should be perfect, or as much as you can. When you have a prototype, you remember it is unlikely that you will have your finished product, completed as you want it in a first attempt. Unlikely. That's why we do the prototyping. So the prototype usually involves experimenting with several versions. You may develop many prototypes, one after another. So you pick and choose what is your best thing into that. Like I said earlier, if you take too much advice from manufacturer or your team, they will lead you to the product which is similar to what available in the market. Don't compromise too much. Your product is your idea that you validated first. If you change the product, your idea change. You need to start the whole process again. You have done the market research. You have done everything. Now you're ready to go. So make sure you stick to your product. And product development is a journey, which may be different. Everybody has a different. Even if they're developing the same thing, they come up with a different journey. So be ready for this. Some disappointment will happen, but if you stick, you are adamant, you are enthusiastic, motivated, you will do it. I'm sure. In the next videos, we will start preparing for launch. So till then, this is Abdulaziz Lang, Senior Partner, Cat Lang Business Consultancy Group. Thank you very much.